Right, so here's what you got. The gentleman would like a phone and Ethernet jack over here on this wall. This is the conference room in the back of the building. Here's where all the network stuff is, so it should be as easy as dropping a line down, fishing around, hit with some conduit, and boom, there's your stuff there. Here's all the infrastructure, all your 66 blocks. All the phone wiring is pretty well intact and no problem. You're going to have to do a little bit of network wiring, and I'll show you that. So we've got a faux drop ceiling. We got hard cap ceiling. I don't know if you'll have access to that. On the other side of this room is a conference room, so I'm thinking you could go up the faux ceiling, drill into that conference room, and then at the end of the day they'll need a jack here by these filing cabinets. They're going to be putting a plotter machine. But back to this conference room. So here's the conference room I was talking about. It also has a faux drop ceiling, so you could puncture up there on the other side, nobody'd ever see it. Come over here with your drop, and then you have again a drop ceiling. You can come over, go through that ceiling and come down to put a drop here. The other issue is that there is going to be an issue here with actually bringing out a drop to their for their network to feed this whole side of the building. So they need all this fed. There's no networking infrastructure up here. This is for the other person sharing the office, so you can't use these existing jacks, but you'll have to find this. I don't know where it'll be, up in the ceiling or whatnot, or maybe you'll have to again go into this drop ceiling and then maybe come out this wall and come down with conduit to feed their network here, and then put like a switch in or something, or come even down this with conduit, put a switch in, and then they're going to have people at all these desks. The phone infrastructure, you should be fine. There is phone stuff everywhere, so you should be fine there. Ignore that Cat5 cable. That's just a laggard. That goes nowhere. It just goes to the other side of the wall. But you'll probably need to drill through the wall and run your Cat5 along if he wants to go wired. Now this office, in the middle of the tenant, or actually the guy that owns the building, but we'll call him the tenant, the secondary company, there is no networking infrastructure here you can tap into, so I would advise them to use wireless here. And then, like for this back office, you got a jack here for the phone. You could drop down, go over, and boom, put a phone up there. This gentleman's going to have his own phone system, so you'll just put it back where the network area is, and I'll just give you another walkthrough so you can kind of see the whole thing. So here is the whole building. That side, except for the middle office, is another business completely. This whole side will be for the business, Sparkman and Associates, for Frank. And then they talked about building something up in here or up in here, but that's secondary to this. But anyway, I'll give you another walkthrough so you got an idea. And again, there's where I'm thinking you're gonna have to do a network drop for these guys for this side. And there's that conference room I was talking about. Here's where the guy wants to put a plotter. No network infrastructure there, only Cat3. And then back over, and here is their network wall. I'm 99% certain all of the infrastructure for the phones is already ready, but you probably need to do a backer board. And then this cable modem is for the other business. This is for the other business. Frank will have his own separate, so you'll probably want to put like a backer board maybe up here or something to work with. There's not really a whole lot of room on this backer board. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell.